these women Ace's harem?
Oh, no. Don't gasp. They are his ex-wives.
All of them?
No, they're just the ones who are still alive. Ace's first wife was Olympia. That was Clint and Beau's mother, and she died many years ago. And then his second wife, Samantha, unfortunately also passed away. But the others, all present and accounted for. Let's see, after Samantha was Delilah. Then came Becky Lee. Then Pamela. Then Renee and Blair, which you know. And last, but most definitely not least, Alex.
That's 8 marriages.
Actually, it's 10. Both Renee and Alex did double duty. Oh, and we must not forget the grieving widow. His 11th marriage, 9th wife, and unfortunately his last, Gabrielle.
I have every right to be here. Every right. Oh, it's you.
This sure isn't you.
What's wrong with it?
Only everything. The dress, the attitude.
There's nothing wrong with what I'm wearing. I'm going to fit in perfectly.
You sure will. The good little girl in the little black dress with the sweet little strand of pearls, so well groomed and well mannered that no one will notice you, not even Vicki.
She'll notice me. I'm her daughter. Sooner or later, Vicki's going to have to accept me.
No, she doesn't, and she won't. None of them will. Not as long as you beg to be accepted.
No, I am not begging.
In that dress? Oh, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
In that dress, with those pearls, you're saying, look, I can be just like you. See? Please, please accept me.
Really think so?
Trust me.
What do you think I should do about it then?
You don't need to beg to be accepted, Natalie. You need to demand it. You're not Natalie Balsam anymore. You're Natalie Buchanan. And it's about time you started acting like it.
The rest of the time, he was difficult. More than difficult. Life with Asa was hell on earth.
Alex, you know that I know how emotional this must be.
No, you think this is something. This is really nothing. You should have seen it the last time I came in. And I was supposed to marry Asa again. They say the third time's the charm.
He made me feel as big a woman as he was a man.
You're not queen for the day, Natalie. You're the real deal. You're the long-lost daughter of Vicki and Clint Buchanan, the heiress of one of the most powerful families in the... Well, you're not acting like it. They should be rolling out the red carpet, and instead they're trying to sweep you under the rug. And you're letting them.
That's not true.
Who's heading to her grandfather's funeral looking for some emotional bone to be tossed her way?
They didn't even invite me. I'm just showing up in spite of that.
Dressed like that? Natalie, I'm telling you, you're telegraphing how needy you are.
I am not needy. I want what's owed to me.
Playing the good girl isn't going to get you anywhere.
Believe me, no one's going to think that I'm the good girl.
No? What are you going to do when you get to that church? I'll tell you. You're going to sit right in the back row and fold your hands and shut your mouths.
I'll march right up to the front and sit with my family.
And they'll welcome you with open arms? I don't think so.
Well, then I'll make them.
You will?
Yes.
You can beg at the family table, and maybe they'll throw you a scrap or two. But don't bet on it, sweetheart. These people, I don't think they'd pull out a chair for you. But hey, maybe that's okay with you.
No, it's not.
Or his in-laws, or his grandkids.
I know. I can't believe I'm going to do this either. But the people that loved him, what's best about the man? Especially you, Jess. You were the apple of Ace's eye. Anybody could see that. I might have his blood, but you had his heart.
Going somewhere?
Yep.
Where?
Out.
Now this, I gotta see. That was lovely.
Thanks.
My grandfather and I, when I was little, my grandfather used to call me his little princess. And I hated it. I honestly just wanted him to call me his little cowgirl because I wanted to be like him. The last time I saw my grandfather, he said that we had a very special bond, and he was right. We did. My grandfather and I had
Your grandfather? Don't you mean my grandfather?
Aren't you going to introduce me? Fine. Do it myself. It's nice to see you all. I don't think we've met. Most people know me as Natalie, but in fact, I'm the real Jessica Buchanan. It's true. This girl is an imposter. She's been pretending to be me for the last 19 years. Go ahead. Tell him, Jesse. Still won't talk? How about you, Mommy? Want to tell him the truth? Tell him I'm your daughter, yours and Clint's? Tell him I belong here, that I'm a Buchanan, that I'm Ace's real granddaughter. Tell them.
Sit down.
Tell them I'm your daughter.
Quiet. You're even wearing my dress.
This is not your dress. This dress belongs to Jessica Buchanan, which is me.
Jessie, please.
That's not Jessica, I am!
Jessica!
Guess I hit a nerve.
Come on.
You know what, Uncle Bo, look, I know that we have a lot of catching up to do, but I just got here, okay? Sorry I'm late, everyone. I didn't know what time the service started, seeing as how no one bothered to invite me.
Well, that's it, everyone. Thank you all for coming.
Wait! No, sit down! I haven't gotten to say what I think about AC yet.
You've said enough. We're going to be having a reception at my father's house, and we'd be very happy if you'd all join us there. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That sounds lovely.
If you come within 100 yards of that house, I will throw you in jail.
Mom, please leave me alone. Please, just let me go.
I can't, not when you're this upset.
Mom,
Why don't you let your mother help you?
You don't understand.
Yeah, we do. You're tired of being her target and you want to leave.
Yes.
We don't blame you.
Darling, that's exactly what she wants. She's just trying to drive you away.
Well, Mom, if I stay, she's going to do something even worse.
There's not a lot worse she can do right now.
No, you're right, because everybody already knows. And if they don't, they will.
Honey, please.
Mom, what? You know it's the truth. They will. I'm going home. Don't worry about me.
What do you want to do?
I want to help her. I want to make all the pain and the hurt go away. I have to do something.
So what? You want to talk now, Mom? Well, guess what? I'm not in the mood.
Oh, well, in that case, I would suggest you get in the mood. Because like it or not, you're going to listen.
So I guess this means you're not afraid to touch me anymore.
Don't get used to it.
What? Enough motherly love for one day?
Oh, come on, Natalie. You know better than that.
Do I?
Mm-hmm.
It's been so long, how am I supposed to know what it feels like?
Oh, please don't think you can try and make me feel guilty after what you did today.
Why should I have to make you feel guilty? You met Roxy, right? The woman that raised me. That should be enough guilt to last you a lifetime.
You okay?
Oh, yes. Yeah, actually, I'm fine, but I really need to set Natalie straight on a whole lot of things. Can I meet you in the car in a few minutes?
Call me if you need me.
Thank you.
Well, isn't he sweet? Must be nice to have someone to protect you.
Don't change the subject.
Someone who cares so much about you. Always be there for you.
We're talking about you now.
I wish I had somebody like that. But I don't. I never have.
No, well, you could have, couldn't you? Yesterday, I offered you sympathy and I offered you understanding. And you didn't want it. So I don't think you're going to get any now.
What do I get? More denying that I'm your daughter or more anger about the horrible things I've done? You know what? No thanks. I'm all stocked up.
You must think I'm kidding. I'm not. I mean it. You're not going anywhere. Okay? We're going to talk.
You've already said everything you need to say to me. How no matter what I do, Jessica will always be your daughter.
Yes, you're absolutely right. She always will. So you should remember that no matter how much you try to hurt her and what you try and take away from her, there is one thing Jessica will always have that you will never, ever be able to take from her, and that is my love.
What about me? Don't I deserve your love?
Have you ever done anything to deserve it? No. You have done absolutely nothing but be horrible to me and to Jessica since the moment you arrived in this town. And then today, this little stunt you pulled, you tried to ruin a memorial service for a member of my family.
He's my family. He's my grandfather. No one even invited me.
Why are you surprised, Natalie? Take a look at yourself.
I am your daughter no matter what you do.
I'm not denying that. You're the only one making a fuss about it now. Look, I have tried to understand you, you know. Tried to figure out why you behave so abominably, what made you that way. That's one of the reasons I went to see your mother.
Decided that maybe she had the right idea after all.
No, there's no doubt you had a very difficult and a very painful childhood. And believe it or not, I do know what that's like. But there is no amount of childhood pain that can excuse what you did. So So all I can think is that you don't want to be understood. You don't want to be loved. You want to hate, and you want to hurt.
Glad I got to see you before you died. I'm so glad I got to tell you that I love you, Grandpa. I'm sorry that I left your... I'm sorry that I left your service, but Natalie's... And I didn't tell you because I knew it would hurt you so much. I already miss you. I wish you were here. I just wish you could tell me what to do.
Do you need a few more minutes?
I'm ready. I'd like a bottle of your best champagne and a huge bowl of strawberries.
Anything else?
Yes, as a matter of fact, there is.
Get lost, Alison. Don't you have anybody else to bother?
You know, I just thought you'd like to know that Natalie's back in the bosom of her family.
What?
She walked into that church with her head held high. She was fantastic.
Natalie went to Mr. Buchanan's memorial service.
Wearing a stunning red dress.
Was Jessica there?
She was. That is, until Natalie showed her who the real Buchanan heir is.
No, I'm okay. I'm sad about Grandpa, yeah. No, they're still at the reception. Yeah. No, but Dad, if you come now, you're going to be too late. I know, I want to see you too. Wait, well, maybe I could take a train up to New York. Yeah, and then I could just meet you as soon as you get in. Okay. Okay, that's great. Yeah, I've got a lot I need to tell you. Okay, I'll see you soon. I love you. I can't take this anymore. I need to be on my own right now. Don't worry about me. I'll be with Dad in New York. And he is still my dad, no matter what Natalie says. Love, Jess.
You know nothing about my childhood. I grew up rich. Daughter of Victor Lord.
And you don't understand what that was like.
Why should I bother? You didn't try to understand me.
Oh, Natalie, come on. I did. You know I did.
All you wanted to do is find a way to stop me from hurting your precious Jessica. You don't care about me.
You've never given me a reason to care about you. I don't even know you.
Yeah, and you never will. You love one daughter, and it's not me. But you know what? That doesn't matter to me. Because I don't care if you don't love me. I am still staying in your house, and I am taking everything that is mine.
Oh, I fully expect you to do just that. I just want you to know something. You can have all the money that you're entitled to, and you can live in that house if you choose. But as long as you continue to behave the way you have been, you will live there like a stranger. And even though there's a piece of paper somewhere that says you're my daughter, until you can show me that you have a heart and a conscience, you will never be treated as my daughter.
Riding Penn Station, New York, on track 9 west.
Hey, Jess. I'm cool with lunch at the quad to go over Dr. Cummings' next assignment. I really lucked out getting you as my partner. See you soon, Seth. Hi. I heard what happened to Jessica at the memorial service. Could you please tell her that I need to talk to her right now?
Well, if it isn't Seth Anderson, my partner in crime.
I'm here to see Jessica.
Jessica? And they say I'm crazy. You're not going to make a nickel chasing after her. She isn't the one who's about to inherit the Buchanan billions.
Hey, how'd it go?
That is a hateful girl. But I'm not going to let her get to me anymore.
Stronger than I am. That kid's an ideal candidate for tough love.
Yeah, with the emphasis on tough. I'm sure it'll make her feel better to have you there.
Well, what about Jessica? I mean, you think she'd want to go?
I don't know. She said she just wants to be alone to try to figure things out.
Well, I don't think there's anything to figure out. Jessica is our daughter. And the one thing that Natalie can never take away from her is our love.
My little princess, my favorite cowgirl, my only granddaughter. I'm leaving you a hefty sum of money, honey, just like your brothers. But it will be held in trust till you're 25. But right now, no strings attached. I'm leaving you the horse you love. Thunderbird.
Cool. I always wanted to learn how to ride.
Did you not hear anything I said to you in the church? I mean, what are you doing? This horse means nothing to you.
It doesn't matter to me. He's mine.
No, he's not yours. Asa left him to Jessica.
He left him to his only granddaughter, which is me.
No, he left him to his little princess, which is what he called Jessica.
So, I'm the real Jessica. Everything that went to the girl who was pretending to be me is now mine, including whatever my grandfather left me. Am I right, or am I right?
It would be up to a court to decide. Oh, Nora, come on. So obvious what Asa meant. Asa left that horse to the only person he ever knew and loved as his granddaughter. He never even met her. Of course he meant Jessica.
Yes, and Jessica would have a very strong case, but if Natalie decided that she wanted to contest the execution of the will, she has every legal right to do so, I regret to say.
Well, if that red-headed twit deserves a horse, I at least deserve an entire racetrack.
So you admit it. You don't want Natalie and Vicki to get along. You're just using Natalie so you can beat up on this family.
Gee, you think?
Well, we'll see how well this plan works once Natalie knows what's going on.
But Natalie's not going to know.
She will when I tell her.
And she'll believe you?
Sure she will.
Even after you switch sides.
We've got history.
And I've got her future. But go ahead and tell her. I'll deny it. I'll say you were lying your way back onto the gravy train. Or I'll say you made a pass at me.
What?
Yes, and I put you in your place, and you didn't like it, so now you're trying to get even with me.
She won't fall for it.
Oh, you don't know how convincing I can be. Just ask Dr. Ray Cummings. I can tell Natalie any old thing. It's you she won't believe, because you weren't there when she needed you. So why should she believe anything you have to say? Face it, busboy. Natalie and I'll be rolling in dough while you'll still be hauling dirty dishes.
This is from Jessica.
Hello? Dad, where are you? I can't hear you very well. What? What? You're still at the airport? Oh. Right, yeah. Well, I'm glad they're being so careful. So when do you think you'll be here? Okay. Okay. All right, then I'll meet you at the hotel and we can have some dinner, okay? I'll be fine, Dad. This is New York City. There's plenty of places I can hang out till you get here. Okay. I love you too. Bye.
Final boarding call for Amtrak Train 68 for Montreal. Track 7 West.
You conned me good, Holden. You took my money. Hell, I can forgive you for that. I always say if a man can't hold on to his own money, he doesn't deserve it. All right. And next you go after my new wife, Gabrielle.
Ben, this was just delivered. I thought you should see it.
You think Todd did that?
I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me. It's certainly his style, isn't it? Well, my dear, you should be so happy. Now everyone knows. Of course, what they think of you and of the way you went about this is quite another matter, isn't it? And by the way, you may get part of the kingdom, but over my dead body are you getting that horse.
What do you want to do?
Well, I have to go and talk to Todd before he makes things even worse.
All right. Jess, what are you doing here?
I came to New York to see my dad.
What happened?
I had this address, so...
Jessica, you're not making any sense. Your dad's in New York? I thought he was in London.
Well, he was flying to New York, but his flight's delayed. But I knew that you were here somewhere, and I had this address, your grandmother's. So here I am.
What happened, Jess?
Nothing happened. It's just nothing. My life is falling apart, Cristian, and I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Will you look at that? The girl in the fantastic red dress is finally home. Oh, this lummox was just leaving. See you later, sourpuss.
Can't believe you wore that dress to the funeral. Did you get a kick out of embarrassing Jessica's whole family?
I didn't do a damn thing to Jessica.
It's not what your accomplice told me.
Oh, now I'm an accomplice.
Yeah, Alison. That's what you're called when you're involved in a crime.
What crime? Proving who she really is?
How about you save the lecture?
How about you stop torturing Jessica?
I I already told you I didn't do anything to her.
You know, I think you should check out this note Seth got. It says Jessica took off for New York.
Really?
Yeah. Well, can you blame her? After the way you've been treating her? Plastering her life all over the newspaper?
Give it a rest, Seth, please. I am glad she's gone. At least now I don't have to listen to her moan about what she doesn't have anymore, the stuff that's now mine. You go, girl.
I'm sorry, Cristian. I shouldn't have shown up
Jess,
like this.
come on, don't be sorry.
I couldn't stay in Landview anymore, so...
Okay, but now you're in New York, so tell me what's up.
Things are really bad, Cristian.
You said that your dad was flying into New York. Why?
Well, he was supposed to be here, but his flight's delayed in Dublin.
So he was flying into New York because you needed to see him?
No. My grandpa died.
Mr. Buchanan?
Yeah.
Wow. Jess,
But it really turns out that he's not I shouldn't have done this. I shouldn't be here. I'm sorry. I don't know why I just showed up like this. I'm really sorry. Is it okay that I did that?
Yeah, of course.
What's wrong?
Nothing. It's just, see, my grandmother, she's got the flu, so I can't invite you and Jess.
Right. Of course. I'm sorry. I shouldn't... You know, it's fine. I'll just go to my dad's hotel and wait there. It's totally fine.
Jess, hold on. Okay, I can't let you be alone right now. Come on. I know somewhere where we can go. I don't believe this. Jess, this woman kidnapped you?
Alison Perkins. I was like a week old or something. And then she brought me back. But...
Jess, this is crazy.
Well, now she's shown up again. And she's just laughing in all our faces. And it turns out that, she's been working with Natalie.
Oh, your friend Natalie?
Yeah. She was pretending to be my friend so that she could get into my house and take DNA samples.
Whoa, Jess, I'm sorry, but this is a little weird. DNA samples? What's going on?
Cristian, I'm not really a Buchanan.
What are you talking about?
Alison switched babies.
What?
Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, but Natalie is my mom's real daughter, and she's trying to take over my whole life.
You make me sick.
Of course I do. Because I'm not little Miss Pathetic, the one that you've decided that you'll always love. The only one in the world.
Newsflash, Seth. Jessica's never going to forgive you.
You know what? Don't even waste your breath, Alison. He's going to chase her till he drops. But me? Didn't even occur to him to give me a chance.
A chance to do what, Natalie? To promise that you'll change and you'll act like a normal human being again? Say that you'll leave town and stop hurting Jessica? When you'll never mean one word.
Come on, you know...
No, forget it. I'm not going to listen to you anymore. All you do is lie.
Seth, no, don't go. I want to change. I really do.
Sure you do.
You've seen the way Vicki treats me, haven't you? I have to fight back and stick it to them, or else who will?
Get out.
Excuse me? I can hear anything you have to say to Natalie. I don't have to leave.
I said get out.
You don't scare me.
Why are you taking this out on Alison? If it weren't for her, then I wouldn't even know who I really am.
Because she made this happen. She's the one that switched babies, remember? She's the one that made you grow up poor. If you want to hate somebody, hate her. Yes, Natalie, listen to me. Alison isn't helping you. She's hurting you.
Why do you say that?
She admitted it to me. She's doing it on purpose.
You have some tissue?
You seen this guy? It's important.
You were the...
What? I'm the what?
Never mind. Tissues coming right up.
Thanks. The waitress is bringing some tissues.
Thanks.
So, what does your mom think about all this?
My mom, she's, my mom. She's strong, you know, she's holding it together somehow.
Why don't you just kick this Natalie girl out of the house?
Oh, believe me, we've tried that. It's in my Grandpa Victor's will that if Natalie is my mom's daughter, she's entitled to everything. Thank you.
Thanks.
So Natalie has the right to be there, you know?
And so do you if your mom says so, Jess.
My mom. I mean, she's not my mom. I mean, it's so weird, you know? I'm gonna have to call her Vicki.
Jess, don't talk like that, okay? Look, Natalie can't take away who you really are. You know, all she gets is a name and some money. So what?
Oh, you know Seth, right? Seth's been involved in this whole entire thing.
What do you mean?
Seth and Natalie teamed up together.
What?
Yeah. He never really cared about me.
Jess, I've known that guy my whole life. I can't believe that he would do something like that to you.
I don't know what you're talking about, Seth. Alison is on my side totally. She would never do anything to hurt me.
She wouldn't tell you to wear a red dress to your grandfather's funeral.
Nobody talked me into that.
Natalie, this dress isn't you.
Seth,
it's Alison.
Come on. No.
No, don't you get it? Alison keeps putting you up to this crazy stuff because she wants to make you look bad.
Why would she do that?
Think about it. If your family starts to want you around, where does that leave Alison? Out in the cold with no access to the money. I know who you were before Alison started messing up your life. You were warm, cared about people's feelings and about people.
Yeah. Such a great life. Mommy the drunk, the gambling debt, dirty cabin, hardly any money for food, the shoes with the holes in them. I mean, that's the me you wish you could have back?
Well, it's much better than what you've turned into.
Seth hurt you, honey?
I'm fine.
Seeing that guy really does it to you, huh?
I'll be okay.
You know, if you want my advice, I'd stay away from him.
He said to stay away from you.
Well, of course he did, because he's all Jessica all the time. He hates both of us. I mean, do you know what he said to me? He said he thinks I'm this great Svengali who's telling you what to think and what to do.
Yeah.
You know what I told him? I told him Natalie Buchanan is one of the most powerful women I know. And she doesn't need me or anybody else to tell her what to do.
Yeah. I am strong. And I'm gonna get through this. With or without Seth.
I can't believe that Jerk.
Chris, please. It's really, I mean, it's nothing. It's not a big deal.
Jess, come on. I seen the two of you together. You can't deny that.
Well, yeah, of course. You know, I was upset about it, but it's not like I have a broken heart or anything, you know, whatever. Whatever. Natalie and Seth are not worth that.
Stay away from both of them.
Believe me, I plan to. Honestly, I don't think I'm gonna go back to Landview.
Jess, you gotta go back to Landview. Your mom's gonna need you through all this.
What about you? Are you gonna stay in New York? How long?
I can't say.
What's going on? I mean, what's going on with you and Jen? I thought you guys were doing really well.
Well, things just didn't work out.
What happened? You guys seemed really happy, and you've been through a lot. The trial, Colin, your mother.
I just started feeling a little, trapped. I needed out. You know me.
Yeah, I do know you. And that doesn't sound like you. So tell me what's really going on.
I told you, Jess. Things didn't work out for me and Jen. And you know what? Sometimes you just gotta face that.
Yeah, sometimes.
She's better off without me.
I talked to her, and she definitely didn't seem better off.
She's fine. She's fine.
Okay. So what's going on? How long are you going to stay in New York?
I don't know. But Jess, you gotta go back to Landview.
Cristian, I can't.
So what are you gonna do?
Well, I'm going to meet my dad at his hotel, and we're going to go to dinner. And then... I don't know. What do you say? Can I stay with you?
Here we go. Cold and sweet.
Alison.
You're still upset. I can see it in your eyes.
You'll be okay.
Listen, you don't need Seth, honey. Not when you've got me.
I know. And I appreciate everything you've done, but, I just want to be alone right now, okay?
Oh, yeah, sure. I've got some errands I need to run. So, I'll call you later?
Sure, thanks.
Okay. Stay strong. Bye-bye.
No more guilt trips.
Hey, baby girl, don't you worry about a thing. Your mama's here.
You want to stay here in New York?
I can't stay at Landfair. Not with Natalie there.
Yeah, I still can't believe that Natalie did that to you, huh? And Seth. It's crazy.
So what do you say? Can I stay with you?
I don't know, Jess.
I didn't mean that we should get back together.
I know.
It's just that, I mean, you're the only person that I know here, and you're my friend, so... I mean, we are friends still, right?
Yes, of course. I just is why I have to say no.
Why are you here?
Oh, honey, as soon as I saw the sun, I knew I had to come. I couldn't believe my eyes. My little baby and Eric. Oh, honey, I am so proud of you.
You're not proud of me. You've never been proud of me.
Oh, sure I've been. I just never showed it.
But you're showing it now.
Better late than never.
Right.
Right. And what's that supposed to mean?
I know why you're here. You think you just hit the jackpot. Todd?
What do you mean?
I mean, you can't stay with me.
Because we're friends?
Yes.
That doesn't make any sense.
Believe me, it does.
How?
It's just not the right time for me, Jess.
You won't even know I'm there. Honestly, I'm really quiet.
Jess.
It'll be fine.
Jess.
Cristian, I really don't want to be alone right now.
I know. And I wish I can help you, Jess, but I can't.
What's going on?
Start. Yeah, there's the surprise. Told you, Jess. It's nothing.
I think you're lying.
Fine. Whatever.
I mean, first you break up with Jen for no reason.
I had a reason.
Yeah, you had a reason, and I think it's the same reason that you're not letting me stay with you. Cristian, I think you're in some kind of trouble. I'm not going to leave here until you tell me what it is.
Jackpot? What jackpot?
The one that I'm going to get now that I'm an heiress.
How could she even think that? The only reason I'm here is that I'm your mother and I care.
You are not my mother. And even when you thought you were, you never cared about me.
That's not true, because when you snuck out of the house 2 years ago, not a day has gone by that I don't think about you.
Oh, God, spare me.
No, it's true, and I was just thinking about you today, and then I picked up the paper.
Yeah, and all the money that I'm gonna get.
Oh, well, honey, somebody's got to protect you. Make sure you don't get cheated out of what's rightfully yours. That's a mommy's job.
Nobody's cheating me out of anything.
Well, maybe, not yet.
You know, and you're not my mother.
Of course I am. I raised you, didn't I?
No, you didn't.
Well, then who did? Not that Vicki Davidson. Trust me on that one.
You're right. But she also didn't treat me like a servant either, making me clean up after her pigsty that she lived in.
Well, honey, someone has to teach you a little bit about responsibility.
You know what? That's kind of a joke coming from you.
Well, if you remember, I'm a victim, too. My child was ripped out of my arms. That Davidson woman kept her away from me.
She didn't know she was yours.
Well, she owes me. She owes me big. And from the looks of things, she can afford to pay.
So what about this Natalie? How do you feel about her?
I could get used to a place like this.
You mean you're not already?
Well, it's a little stuffy, but with a slight change in the decor, add some leopard skins.
Yeah, that'll cheer the place right up.
So, where is she anyway?
Who?
Miss Vicki. Ooh, very nice. I was kind enough to give her a house tour. I thought maybe she'd return the favor.
She's not here.
Where is she? Off getting her nails done?
No.
Oh, well, then maybe she's getting a seaweed wrap. I hear that's the rage for all the hoity-toity women.
You don't even know her.
Oh, honey, I met her, so I really know her. I know her type. She has about 15 lunches a day, and she never eats a thing.
She's not like that.
Probably gets a mink a month from her husband.
What?
Lets the help raise her kids. You know, Cookie, you were better off without her.
She had to go to a funeral today.
A funeral? Whose?
Asa Buchanan.
My grandfather.
Your grandfather? What did he leave you?
Is that all you can think about?
Well, it's got to be good. Because he owns half of Texas and most of Pennsylvania.
He's my grandfather. I didn't even get to know him.
Well, honey, you already have a grandfather. What do you need him for?
Who?
Who? Who? Sal, that's who.
The casino manager? He was not my grandfather.
He took you to meet Santa Claus, didn't he?
Because you forgot.
Well, honey, I was just figuring out a system for the slots.
Oh, you're kidding. What? That makes all the difference.
What do you care anyway? You went. You got what you wanted.
That's not what I wanted.
Well, what did you want?
A mom.
Well, you got a mom, me.
You were never my mom.
Well, then who do you think is? Vicki Davidson?
How do I feel about Natalie? Oh, boy, let me tell you something. Natalie has done some things that are so awful and so horrible, she has not made this a very easy time. In fact, I'd be willing to bet that she's responsible for this.
This must be so hard for you, Vicki.
Actually, I'm very worried about Jessie.
Yeah, I'm sure you are. And this is horrible, but...
But what?
Well, no matter what this Natalie has done, she's still your daughter.
Oh, yeah. I suppose she is. I don't know. I'm sorry, I've got to go because I have to go to the Sun and find out who...
I want you to get out of here now.
What?
You heard me. Get out!
How can you speak to me like that?
Very easily.
You're still a little ingrate, aren't you? I thought money might make you different.
Ingrate?
Yeah. After all the years that I took care of you, what have you ever done for me?
Clean till my fingers bled, for one thing. And I was only a kid.
Oh, and you're not a kid anymore, are you? You got everything you always wanted, living here in the lap of luxury, more money than you know what to do with.
That's not the point.
Well, the point is, you're still an ingrate. And the second point is, you got enough money to share with me.
Do you think that I'd ever share anything with you? You're nothing to me.
Oh, yeah, I'm nothing to you now that you got Vicki as a mother, right?
Yeah, I do. What? What is wrong with you?
Baby, I got some news for you. If you think that Vicki gives a damn about you, you're stupider than you look.
Whatever happened, it's why you left Landview, isn't it?
I left Landview for the same reasons you did.
No, it is not the same thing, Cristian.
Yes, it is the same thing. I left Landview because there's stuff there that I didn't want to deal with, okay?
Like what? What is going on,
Nothing
Cristian?
is going on. Hello? Hang on a second.
My relationship with Vicki is none of your business.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you had a relationship.
Of course we do.
She hasn't seen you since that whack job Alison dropped you in my lap.
She's my mother.
Oh, she must have loved hearing that. A high-class woman like that stuck with a trashy daughter like you.
I think you've got that backwards. You're the trashy one.
Baby, I'm just the life of the party, and I always have been. At least I don't pretend to be something that I'm not.
Neither am I.
Oh, really? Oh, I heard you just waltzed in here and you pretended to be, excuse me, what did the papers say? Jessie Buchanan?
Yes.
Vicki told you that you could? She didn't, did she?
Shut up.
She never said anything like that. She hates that you're here. A high-class woman like that, you're the worst thing to ever happen to her.
Shut up.
She'd like to tell you to get out and stay out.
Shut up.
I would have done the same thing, too, if I had the choice.
Stop it!
Why would someone want to be around someone as worthless as you are?
Stop it. That's enough. Don't you dare speak to her that way.
And don't you dare tell me how to speak to her. I'm her mother.
No, you are not her mother. Besides, no mother would ever say such awful things to her own child.
If they had Natalie for a daughter, they could.
What did she do to warrant this kind of behavior from you?
You want a list?
I really just want you away from Natalie and out of my house.
Well, I'm not going. In fact, I'm not going anywhere. Because I got rights. And you can't keep me away from my daughter.
Natalie is not your daughter.
Listen, Vicki, I'm not talking about Natalie. I'm talking about my real daughter. You know, the one that you stole from me? So where is she? Where is my little Jessie?
Is this seat taken? You can't.